Welcome to this Sunday's Gospel Reflection. He was a very dedicated father to his very big family. They had 10 children. He rose up early in the morning to go to work. Then he worked long overtime hours till late in the evening, hoping to make ends meet. And when he returned back home, most of the children were already in bed. He barely found time to eat supper, had no time at all to spend with his children. One day, one of his younger sons stayed up late, waiting for his father to come home from work. And when he finally arrived, the little child went up to his busy dad and asked him, "Dad, how much money do you earn for an hour's work?" The tired dad answered, "Not very much, my son, just 5 euros per hour, my dear." The little child put his hand in his pocket and took out a handful of coins. "Dad," he said, "I have saved just over 3 euro from what Nano and Nana gave me. If I give you 3 euro, will you come early tomorrow to play for half an hour with me?" You see, in Shakespeare's play Hamlet, the hero asks the biggest question facing us human beings. In his play Hamlet, Shakespeare's hero asks the biggest question facing us human beings: to be or not to be? That is the question. But as that poor, hard-working father knew so well, in life there is no such a thing as a free lunch. To feed your family, you had to work. And yet, as Jesus reminds us in today's Gospel, however true it is that we need to work hard to earn a living for us, for our loved ones, this is not all that life is about. It is only a part, an essential part of life. Yes, we have to work and earn a living. We have to do something. But how easy it is to end up doing things, living to work. God knows how many people cannot afford to do otherwise. They work from early morning to late at night just to survive. Yet, is this the life that God created us for? Even God Himself needed a day of rest after creating the whole world, according to the story of the Bible. Jesus Himself said, "For this I came, that they may have life, and life to the full." God created us to live a full life and not just to fill life with hard work. We are precious in His eyes, not for what we do, but for who we are, His beloved children. What parent would look at their newborn child and say, "This child is so precious. Now we have someone who will be able to work for us and support us when we are old"? Is a child precious just because he or she is going to make the life of their parents easier? Or is a child precious because of who he or she is? God is love. He created us first and foremost to be ourselves. He created us for our own sakes and not for His sake, for our own joy and not for His joy. All that He wants from us is to be, to become our full, our best selves. God did not create us because He wanted or needed something from us. He created us because He wanted us. How often we fall into the trap of thinking that God has created us with a mission that we need to accomplish, a work to do. We measure our value by our effort, profit, or gains. This is why we feel so important, so useful in our own eyes and in the eyes of others. We judge ourselves by what we do, by how much we do, how good we are at what we do. And our achievements become the yardstick, the measure of how important and valuable we are. But God is love. And therefore, He is totally unimpressed by all that we can or might do, our successes or achievements. Because God is love, and for Him we are precious because of who we are and not for what we do. He loved us into existence just for the joy of seeing us be and become daily more ourselves, our best self. It is His love for us that made us who we are. Precious, fragile, but beautiful children. If you want to understand how God sees us, just recall the time you were enchanted by a simple, beautiful flower in the garden, or the last time you witnessed the magic of a glorious sunset. Just stop to relive those magical moments when the miracle of a flower, the miracle of a sunset, transported your heart to the world of magic, the world of wonder and inner peace. That magic was never the result of your work, your intelligence, your money or power. It was never the result of what you did or could have done. It was just a discovery of the beauty of who you are. God created us because He simply loved us for who we are in our beauty and our poverty, our dignity as sons and daughters of God, even in our fragile, perishable bodies. As long as we are in this world, we need to work to survive. Yes, as long as we are in this world, we need to work to survive, to toil and sweat to fulfill our dreams. But our preciousness does not depend on what we do in life. It depends on who we are, sons and daughters of God. Let us learn how to become who we have been created to be, God's own beautiful children. Whatever else we do, let us do it with courage, with dedication. But let us never forget that whatever we do is simply a means for us to become who God has created us to be, His own image and likeness. We are precious in God's eyes, not because of what we achieve, but because of what we receive from Him. It is what His love has done for us, rather than what we can do for God, that makes us beautiful and precious in His eyes. At the end of the day, what matters is not just what we do in life. What matters is who we are and who we are called to become, sons, daughters of a loving Father. May I wish you all a very happy Father's Day. God bless you and thank you.